Hello, ladies and gents, Teletubbies and Teletubbies. It's Sheila, True Love, and I got part three of Stop Blaming Your Parents. That's what narcissists do. And I want to let you listen to Sharita. This is my girlfriend, Sharita Chandler, and I want you to hear what she has to say because the reason I am sharing with you what other people have to say because I get so sick and tired of feeling like I've been alone. And I've been saying this from the beginning of time, if you will. You know, just listen to what she has to say.
Can't understand why so many people are grown now blaming their parents for their faults. Um, when you get a certain age, you got to take responsibility. It's easy to blame someone else to taking the responsibility that you need to take about your life. I have a friend been getting high for over 35 years. His parents have been dead 40 years, and he's still blaming them. When are you going to take the responsibility? We as people, we got to take the responsibility to take, if we're wrong, stop blaming other people. It's easy to blame somebody else so you don't take the responsibility of your life. If you was raised in a certain type of way, that don't mean you're going to be like that forever. I hate people always blaming other people for their lifestyle. And stop living other people's lifestyle. Live your own lifestyle. All of us have goals and dreams in our life. Some people don't want to believe in themselves. The main thing is believing in yourself. But stop blaming your parents for things that's happening in your life. When you get a certain age, it's up to you to change.
That's
because
right.
we realize we're supposed to have more knowledge than our parents. And if we have kids, they're supposed to have more knowledge than us. Stop blaming other people for your life. I thank God for the mother and father I have. Things I have my parents will never have. And if I had some kids, my kids would have more than me because you got to stop blaming someone else for your life. Littles, when we're not right. I don't talk about no one because I am so thankful that I love myself and I believe in me.
That's right.
For my life is amazing. It's up to me to make it happen. You know, when I wake up in the morning, I said, thank you, Lord. It's up to me to make me have a good day. It ain't nobody else. I'm not gonna let that. So only thing I'm saying, stop blaming other people for your life. Stop blaming your parents. I'm like this because my mother was an alcoholic. I'm like, stop blaming other people. Take the responsibility of your life, live it, and stop blaming other people. It's an easy way out to blame somebody else. The psychiatrist, the psychologist, they always want to bring it come from your parents. A lot of that stuff didn't come from their parents. It come out here in the streets. You got to stop blaming people and taking the responsibility of who you are. And you are amazing, but you're blaming other people for your life. You can't worry about nobody. Stop living other people's life. Live your own life. And stop trying to blame your parents because the way you live. You got to do something about it. If your parents couldn't do something, you got to teach yourself to do better. Don't blame them.
I agree with her 100%, especially when you were raised. When you were raised, like when I gave birth to my children, both of my children, they were both raised to be on God's team and Jesus Christ's team. Now, whether I made mistakes or not, they always were taught right from wrong. They always knew what to do and how to follow what that Bible tells you to do. So when they sit up here and grow up, when your kids, my kids, anybody's kids grow up, they know right from wrong. And like Sarita said, you can't blame everything on your parents. A lot of these things you got from out there on the streets. You got that crap from listening to your peers instead of listening to your parents or listening to what God and Jesus Christ told you to do. So you can't keep blaming your parents because your life didn't turn out the way you planned it to do or because you find yourself in a situation that you didn't want to be in. You can't blame your parents. I know some kids. I mean, these are they're grown now. But they had a mother who was a drug addict, junkie, crackhead out on the street prostituting. All three of those kids grew up to never take drugs, never go near alcohol. Why? Because they saw the damage that it did to their mom. So that's what gave them that resolve not to ever go near things like that. And I've spoken to numerous people who don't drink, don't smoke for those very reasons, because of what they saw it do to their parents. So you can't blame your parents. These people make decisions when you're a grown person, and if you're not born retarded, you blame yourself. Take responsibility. Let's use that word, accountability. Take accountability for your own life. You're making these choices. You're in the driver's seat.
For that, they only could do so much. Each generation in the world only could do so much. Now the generation now is more ahead of me, more advanced,
That's
computers
right.
and all that. We got so much different technology, but the people now, young people, don't have respect for one another. Not all of them, some of them don't have respect. The first thing people cuss, the only thing they'll say, "Well, I'm grown." Being grown is being respectful. Being grown don't mean you can cuss. Being grown is being responsible and how to handle the cuss, but not cuss in front of people. I'm not saying all young people. It's some older people just in a certain stand, but I'm just saying, when I was coming up, my parents taught me to respect people. My parents taught me love, and I have that love. They gave me values of life. They my heroes. They my superstars. My mom and dad, because they brought me in the world. Mm-hmm. They taught me what they knew, and they expect for me to pray to Jesus to learn more. A lot of stuff they didn't know because they didn't have the advancement. I can't get mad with my parents. They didn't even know how to be parents, but they learned how to be good parents because they didn't have it with their parents. But they learned to give us the best they could, taught us to be good young men and women, and taught me a value, taught me with respect. And that's my hero, is my mother. Not somebody's superstar, because they my superstar. Every Afro-American don't have a sad story to tell you. I live in the ghetto. I live in the hood. People need to stop that. That done played out. Yep. Let's get over that.
Played out.
Okay, yes, you had a rough time in life. Don't we all have sometimes?
Thank you.
But why we always got to want people to feel sorry for us? That's another thing. Stop blaming people and stop wanting people to feel sorry for you with your sad story. Pick yourself up, shake yourself off, and deal with it.
Thank you.
Because you live this certain kind of way, and now I'm this. Everybody want people to stop wanting people to feel sorry with that sad story. Oh, I came from a rough family. Maybe some people did, but you're still alive. So it's up to you to change the way you came and do something good. Help somebody else. Stop blaming other people about your life. Be thankful for who you are. And sometimes we as people be selfish. But years ago, Afro-American people, black people had more love for each other. They had respect for one another. They didn't sit there. They had power. And called black power. Of each other, respect the power of the people, because we had respect. It wasn't like that. Young people, we like, ooh, that's the power of the people, because people had respect for one another. They respect what people say. They didn't cross the line of saying things. And even people was wrong, they was behind them because we was for the people. And we don't be for the people. We only be for ourselves. See, we don't understand that it happened to us. As I'm saying, stop blaming your parents. Stop blaming other people. Stop wanting people to feel sorry for you. And stop always with this. When it happened to you, then you can understand what people say. Stop blaming somebody else, because when the shoe, as I said, a couple weeks I made a video. You can't wear nobody's shoes but yours. Stop wearing other people's shoes. If you wear 10 and they wear 10 and a half, it's going 10 and wide, it's going to be wide. That's what I said too. But I'm just saying, stop blaming your parents that you're on drugs, that your life is not good. You didn't get a good education. It was up.
That's right. Stop blaming your parents if you're on drugs. You're an alcoholic. You brought kids into this world out of wedlock. You're sitting up here with a no good man. Stop blaming your parents for those decisions. You're grown. You're grown. You made those choices. A lot of the choices that some of these kids made, they were disobedient to their parents anyway. When your parents told you to leave a certain clown alone, but you chose not to listen. When your parents got down on their knees and begged you to leave these pieces of garbage alone, but you chose not to listen. And then when you find yourself in a certain situation, you want to sit here and blame your parents? Stop blaming your parents. Take accountability. Own it.
To you, you're 40 years old, work on it. Stop blaming somebody else for your life. Thank God that you're still alive and you still can change. So, on drugs and all of that. And I came from a rough family, and I came from an amazing family. I came from a woman and a man named Elton Blanford who loved their self and loved.
And I came from a wonderful family too. My mom, she struggled raising 6 kids on her own. That was not easy. And I do not blame my mom. Was she perfect? Hell to the no, she wasn't perfect. But I don't blame her for anything because I love her and I have understanding. That's what I have. And like I said, I am an empath. I'm not a narcissist. Because we know the number one thing about a narcissist is they do not have empathy. They do not have understanding or compassion for other people. And you have a lot of these kids talking about their parents are narcissists when in actuality, it's the kids that are the narcissists. Stop blaming your parents. Sheila True Love, truly loving you. Until next time, 2 thumbs up.